and positive vibes only. And I want to start by thanking our subscribers, the returning subscribers, the new subscribers. We actually appreciate you and we thank you so much. And we always tell you, we pray for you that God blesses you, enlarges you, shields you, and protects you together with your family. We don't take it for granted, guys. We appreciate so much. Your love is immense. We appreciate that very much. And today, I wanted to look at what is wrong with our African sisters and brothers. What is happening? Because sometimes I wonder, why do we have to hate each other so much? Why do we have to dig each other so much? It is so bad, so bad. Yesterday, I shot a video about this lady who was actually assisted by Marwa to construct her house when she was very down. All of us, we saw the livelihood that Mama Ann was living. It was pathetic. And Marwa was written a letter by Ann. I narrated the whole story yesterday and I don't want to repeat. And therefore Marwa took it his responsibility to construct a house for this lady. And therefore he contacted his friends and they constructed a house. And it seems like these things never end. People don't respect others. People don't appreciate what others do. People don't even care how they can pull others down and destroy other people's names. I'm saying this because Ayamara came back and actually narrated the people who have actually been so bad to him. And he started with this guy that he met in America. Is it in Canada or America? One of the two. And Ivan, he was calling him Ivan. And he narrated the story about how Ivan invited him to his house and actually sort of persuaded him to be hosted by him. And therefore Marwa accepted to be hosted by this guy. And later, Marwa narrated how this guy invited a lady and forced Marwa, sort of forcing Marwa to pay for this lady to come to Canada or America, either of the two. I can't remember where this guy was from. And therefore, this lady was to be paid the air ticket by Marwa. And Marwa paid the air ticket because Ivan, he was considering this guy who is a Cameroonian, a friend and a brother, because when you meet outside there as Africans, you treat each other like brothers. Because you have come from Africa, therefore you should actually be brothers outside there. And therefore, he accepted to pay an air ticket for this woman, whom he was being told, this woman will be your woman, you can even end up marrying her, you can even go with her in Africa. And I was wondering, how bad can people be? I can't be able to explain. Because when this lady came, according to Marwa, Ivan sort of took over from him and started treating this lady in a very weird way and started telling this lady that Africans are thieves, they can kidnap her, they can do things to her, sort of discouraging her from actually coming to Africa. And yet, the same guy is the one who told Marwa, invite this woman, he could be your woman and you can actually end up marrying her. Can you see how hypocritical people can be? You have persuaded me to pay an air ticket to someone, and this someone comes and you start inciting her and telling her how bad my country is. It was very bad. And Marwa got ashamed because now, when he tried to argue with this guy about what he was talking about Africa, and himself, he has come from Africa. I don't understand why people forget so easily when they go to other countries and look like they belong there. And therefore, Marwa started arguing his case that Africa is not that bad. Coco Girl has been to Africa. Coco Boy has been to Africa. Christmas Trees, a Canadian, was in Africa. To be specific, Marwa's village, Dimwango's village. And nobody harassed him. Nobody kidnapped them. Nobody stole from them. And he was trying to convince this guy, you are wrong. And this guy insisted and tried to be rude and tried to be laugh, and therefore Marwa had to leave and go to sleep. And this guy went ahead and came to the bedroom and started harassing Marwa. And therefore, after that, it's like there was an enmity between the two of them. Because you cannot keep a friend who is actually stabbing you at the back. You cannot keep a friend who doesn't care about your friendship. You cannot keep a friend who cannot be dear to you and there for you when you need them. And therefore, it's like their friendship ended there. And I tend to think this is the guy actually sponsoring all the Arrogance to be against Marwa because he completely want to bring Marwa down under whatever circumstances. And I'm completely sure even this Mama Ann is actually being paid to pull the family of Marwa, the family of Dimwango, the family of David Jr. down. I'm completely sure of that. And therefore, Marwa came ahead and told us some of the people who are saying they were working for free and they were helping him were actually being paid. And they could not come here after joining the Reze gang to declare that they were being paid. They actually went ahead and said they were not being paid, they were being utilized, they were being used, they were being a lot of things. And I came to wonder, these are not young people, these are old people. Look at somebody like a Nairobi teacher. Look at some of these guys, they are old. You cannot say that you can use someone who can reason, who can argue, who knows when he's being used, and then comes and says he was being used. That is a very big lie. And therefore, Marwa came to explain that he was actually paying these people to work for him. The Reze gang has been capitalizing on the fact that Marwa uses people, Marwa is a scammer, Marwa is a liar, Marwa is all that. But I want to ask, why are these people so strong and they really keep on taking every bit of the video he shoots or the Mwango shoots to criticize, to bring them down? Because it's not about just jealousy. It's not about envy. It is because they are being paid to bring these people down. I think the sources, actually we have had clearly this Reze gang, I am Carol, who is now lamenting that Marwa has told people to unsubscribe to those people that actually used him and now are talking negatively about him. And Carol comes and laughs sarcastically and asks, the whole video of Marwa was had the slogan unsubscribe. And I would also say the same thing. Why should you support people and they go behind you and they want to completely ruin you and to bring you down and to make sure you are nothing? You return back where you started. You return back to your ashes. You start suffering the way you are suffering when you are young. These people are completely after bringing this family down. They are completely on a mission to bring these people down, to completely destroy them. And they have joined hands with some of the West African people to actually make sure they bring them down. And I was wondering, why is Carol complaining? She always starts her video by telling people that we don't abuse here, we are not negative, we are not this and this. Why is she now hurt when someone says they unsubscribe to their channels, when they have been abusing the person, when they have been calling him names, when they have been saying a lot of things about him? It is very ironical how people can be selfish. It is very ironical how people can be hatred, full of hatred. It is very ironical how people do not even see the hole they are digging for others. It is very, very unfortunate. Marwa has a good heart. Now ask me why. Those people that talk so negatively about him, how many people have they helped on these YouTube streets? How many people have they helped even in the village they belong? How many people have they helped even to say that I bought a packet of flour to this family? And I'm sure there are so many needy people in their village. They don't even give a shout out even one single day. They only support the people who support them. And now this guy, who helped even people who are so bad and who have turned against him, and he has never came to the streets of YouTube to complain. He has just reached his end when his route was closed, the route to go to his house. Oh my God. I think people can be very, very unthankful. Mama Ann, the lady that we all saw, the lady that did not even have a house. I heard the daughter saying, how many times do they have to say thank you? By the way, we don't want you to say thank you. We want you to respect people. We want you to appreciate what this guy did for you. Even if you make a small way for him to access his house, is it a big deal? Somebody who has ever touched you when you are in need. And now you come to tell us, how many times are you supposed to say thank you? And you come to tell us you're not going to worship people. You have to talk to everybody. Yeah, the same God you are mentioning, the same God you are actually telling people is a God of justice and truth. You cannot lie to people. You cannot lie to God. You can lie to people, but not God. And therefore, it is very, very important to actually consider your thoughts. Consider your ways, Mama Ann and your daughters. Remember where this guy removed you from. And have a small respect. Don't join the haters of this guy to bring him down. The person who fed you one day, do not actually be the hand that is going to bring him down. You are going to be cast. Don't joke, because God is a God of justice. He doesn't mind what you say. He sees inside you, inside your heart. What is inside your heart? Is it hatred? Is it love of money that you cannot actually be able to resist exchanging your values, exchanging your respect, exchanging a person who has ever helped you to be brought down? Very, very unfortunate. This guy, Ivan, I think he's actually the one funding the Lazy Gang, and he wants Marwa to go down completely. He wants to completely destroy this family. He wants to make sure this family are never had in the YouTube streets. But who is God? God is not a respecter of people. Because the more you go against them, the more God rises them up, uplifts them every day. I saw the same Lazy Gang talking about the Mwango and talking about how he exchanged his Kenyan passport with Jamaican passport. And I want to say clearly, I don't know whether it is passport or citizenship, something like that. And I want to say clearly, some people don't even investigate to find out what is happening so that they can talk like that about others. First of all, to become a Jamaican citizen, it's not that easy. It can take some years because there are some rules and regulations. So these people came to say that the Mwango exchanged her citizenship, her Kenyan citizenship to Jamaican citizenship. And sometimes I wonder where people get this information. You cannot actually, like I was saying, be a Jamaican citizen that easy. It requires a lot of documentations, a lot of foreigners, a lot of things to become a Jamaican citizen. And it is there, you can Google and find out how you can become a Jamaican citizen. And even if the Mwango exchanged, or rather decides to live in Jamaica and not in Kenya, what is the big deal? What is wrong with people? Why do you like interfering with people's affairs? Why are you so snooping into people's business? You are told clearly, eat, mind your business and sleep. Why do you have to keep on? Because you are being paid. You are being pushed by the amount of money you are receiving. And I wonder, why doesn't this person help the poor people? Instead of actually donating money to destroy someone, to bring someone down, why do you have to sacrifice all that to make sure that somebody goes down? The Mwango has been very quiet together with the family. They don't even argue with you. They don't even come to abuse you. The way you abuse them, you give them names. You nickname them. You abuse them. You talk about them in a very negative way. You actually destroy actually break. They can get depressed. And you don't even care, killing people, making people sick. Are you sick yourself? Why? Why do you have to do that? Sometimes I want to be positive, but some of these people push you. And you wonder, why? Why talk about this family? Every morning you sit down on your dining rooms, on your sitting rooms, and talk about a family that you have never met. People you don't know. People you don't even know their character. But you take bits from the streets of YouTube and talk about them. You actually change whatever they shoot and tell us. Like Marwa was explaining to us about the people that have been against him and that have been destroying his name. And yet you come now screaming and shouting and talking about it the way he said that your channel should be unsubscribed. Why do you rely on him? The other day you are complaining that Marwa supporters and Dimwango supporters don't subscribe to your channel. Most of the Marwa supporters and actually Dimwango supporters, let me talk about Dimwango, are Jamaicans. Jamaicans don't like negativity. Jamaicans don't love hatred. Jamaicans hate anybody who is biased and who is against another person. They are not going to support you because you are supporting negativity, because you are supporting hatred, because you are spreading rumors and lies about people. And therefore, don't expect the people that supported Dimwango to support you because you don't deserve their support. And even if I was the one, I cannot support you. How can I support you when you want to kill people, when you want to destroy them, when you want to ruin them, when you want to bring them down? No one can support you who is sane. Somebody who is positive cannot support you. With the kind of negativity that you have, even mocking people, even trying to, hey, what can I say? Africans, let us arise and embrace one another, love one another. Stop it. Stop gossips. Stop bringing each other down. If Marwa ruses, if Dimwango ruses, if David Jr. ruses, and they go down, what are you going to gain? Are they going to give you the money they were getting? Are you going to receive it from YouTube? No. So let them be. Let them build themselves. Let them help the people they can help. This one can be a better place if we embrace one another, if we love one another, if we don't dig at people's business. Yeah. There is this other guy that have come strongly to be so proud, to be so arrogant, to be so full of himself, and he cannot respect others. He cannot actually bring himself down. And he goes disrespecting some rejects that have been there for years. I'm talking about this Burna, is it Burna boy from Nigeria? I think he's from Nigeria, a singer, who went to Germany. I think that festival was like a festival in Germany. And he came with his team of, I think, bodyguards or whoever they were, and found the team of this guy who is arrested in Jamaica, who is called Stee. And this guy demanded to be given extra room to change. And Stee and his team, together with his guitarist, David, were actually in their space where they were supposed to change. And therefore this Burna boy, I don't know whether it is Burma or Burna boy from Nigeria, a very, very known musician, but he should not be so disrespectful, and he should not be so full of himself that he cannot respect others. So he went to the room and demanded Stee, who is arrested, Stee, to come out of the room and give them way so that they can have extra rooms. Can you see how people can be arrogant? How pride can be bad? People don't even respect the age. They don't even respect the fact that this is a singer who has been there for years, a reggae musician. And therefore, Stee and the guitarist and the people who are with them told them, we cannot come out of this room. You have found us here, and therefore we are going to use this room for changing. You can use the room you have been allocated and squeeze yourself there because you came with the whole team. And therefore, this guy started forming a circle with his team of security team and sort of disrespected Steel Pass. And people are mad on their social media platforms. And they have all the reason to be mad. This is a guy who has lacked respect. I was actually Googling about him so that I can get to know him. And I found that at one time, he actually abused his fan in Nigeria. He also went ahead and actually talked too rudely to his fan, his own fans. He delayed reporting in somewhere he had been booked and he had been paid, and then he came and abused his fan, and he was very arrogant. And he was talking about being told that he had shot someone. Such an arrogant person should not even be supported. I don't know why we support such people. Because this is a person who has been brought where he is by people, by the support of people, by the support of the community, by the support of the fans. And if he cannot respect others, why should we support him? So I was wondering how arrogant and how bad can people be? Disrespecting this Jamaican artist was very wrong. It was out of place because, by the way, Burna Boy is not a reggae musician. And I don't know how he was invited to a reggae festival. And therefore the people are asking, reggae spreads peace, unity, and love. And this guy is coming to destroy the beliefs and the slogan of reggae. Reggaeism is about spreading peace, love, and unity, and actually encouraging respect for each other. And yet this guy came to disrespect Steel Pass in a reggae festival. And I could see the comment that people were putting across, and I was like, what? Somebody asked, what is the price of what is right? And I also asked myself, what is the price of what is right? How can people be so bad that they can disrespect others, they can bring others down by their arrogance and pride, by them being paid? And these people are saying it's a high time Burna Boy is taught a lesson, because it is very bad to disrespect other people and to look like others are nothing when you are around. Calm down, Burna Boy. This life we are passing by. We are actually flowers that can wither any time. So even if you have money, even if the whole world belongs to you, calm down and respect people. There is a lot in respecting others. Africa, I repeat again, Africa learn to respect other people, learn to embrace other people, learn to support each other, learn to humble yourself. It doesn't cost us anything. But we can go to greater heights of prosperity and accountability when we respect each other, when we learn to humble ourselves, when we learn to bring down pride and embrace love. Just like the reggae says, embrace love, unity, and peace. And that way, you'll go a long way. And I could see Jamaicans telling him, Jah is watching you. And there is nothing bad like being given to God. So it is very, very important to respect others so that you can be respected. And that is, the first commandment is love. Love one another. Preach peace. Preach unity. And we can go very far away. I want to complete this video by talking about Casta. Casta, David Jr.'s girlfriend, has been away for quite some time. We all have been missing her. We all have been longing to see her. We all have been waiting for the moment we are going to see Casta in the streets, on the streets of YouTube. And yesterday, for the first time, Casta came to the streets of YouTube and she actually explained why she's been away. And we understand everybody needs a break. Everyone needs a break. At one time or another, these YouTube streets can be very exhausting. And therefore, it is good to take a break. It's good to have a breathing space and come back in one piece, and come back when you have joy, and come back when you can be able to actually interact with people without spreading hatred, without spreading that negativity. So welcome back, Casta and David Jr. We really love you, and we love your space here in YouTube, and we're going to continue following you. And guys, this will be the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching me. Bye bye and bye.